Hello and welcome. Right, before we even begin, our Paula stood right over there. And she's got my name. I mean, same. Yeah, Spanish, innit? We're all Spanish. Miss P, you're going to be joining us in a little bit.
Yes, I will do the count here later on, and they are fabulous, 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 beautiful dice and stamps and stencils.
They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Our Miss P is going to have a little rest for a minute because she's done a fair few hours. I'll take you through the one-day special. Now, this is a brand new one-day special for you from the wonderful Memory Box. I love Memory Box. It's funny, I said on Facebook, you know, they're just stylish, they're clean, they're crisp, like our Paula. You've got me. But they are just gorgeous. Now, this is your one-day special. You're getting 4 beautiful dies here. I'm going to hold up the board so you can see the actual dies. Bear with. So, you're getting 4 beautiful dies. Now, these are really interesting dies because what these are going to allow you to do are cut gorgeous apertures. Now, they've been designed so they will all work together, which is why they're in a bundle together, but each one you can use independently. They'll cut into the cardstock, which gives you that aperture. They look gorgeous. So think, you know, wonderful forest themes. Think looking into the card, you know, really creating drama, but also I think these are quite magical. I mean, something like that might just be a wedding card, quite frankly, because that is just so pretty. You know, if you were just doing white, but of course, if you're layering, you get such depth and dimension. The lovely quality dies. I'm going to show you the actual dies when they're cut, so that's how they're going to cut. So they'll come down in size, of course. I mean, I love that. I just think it is so elegant. Just on its own, white cardstock looks amazing. Obviously, they come down, and this is the lovely thing about them. They're all standalone dies, but as soon as you layer them up, you've got such dimension. Aren't they pretty? And I mean, when you think about other things that you've already got, you know, gorgeous papers that you're going to cut these out of, maybe little rubber stamps, maybe you've got, and I know I've got some little birdie dies as well that have fit absolutely beautiful on these. So that's the actual dies. Now, Memory Box have sent some lovely samples. I like these though. They've sent these. We haven't put these together, but it just shows isn't that gorgeous? See, that reminds me of a children's book. You know, going into that fantastic story. That's in blues, so cascading those colours down. I love that in the oranges. Gives it a completely different look. Isn't that fabulous? I really like these. Of course, they look together when they're layered. They look fabulous when they're layered, but of course you can use them independently. Isn't that pretty? We've got these on the show, so if you do want that lovely wheelbarrow with the flowers, that is gorgeous. Really like that. Memory Box do come out with some lovely dies. And you'll go through your old collections. Like I did a Memory Box one that were shells with all little flower pots on. That would go so well with that. You know, and I love it because it does spark your memory, as the name suggests. And you'll go through all your old goodies. We've got the beautiful grass on the show. That's a cracking die. We've got the hugs. I always love Memory Box sentiment dies. Definitely shop ahead for the beautiful dies. Look at that. That's amazing. Now, what other silhouettes have you got at home? Have you got a lovely rabbit? Wouldn't a gorgeous rabbit or a deer sit wonderfully in there? You know, when you start thinking about what you've got, if you cut all of those layers in black and then put, I don't know, maybe a stag in there. You know, if you're thinking Christmas cards, there's loads that these will sit with. Really pretty. And of course, I'm going to show you this one. All these have been done by Memory Box. Thank you. Isn't that magical? And you see, I think that one, if you change the background so it's a wintry background, that would make such a cool Christmas card. Now, this is your one-day special, brand new one-day special launch tonight. You are saving a massive £25. That's huge on these dies. Good size dies, lovely dies. 2 payments, £22.48. That is 219370. Next, I love these. They're well cool. There's so many ways of using these. I love these. Oh, Miss P, you had something similar to these, didn't you?
Yeah, there's collections.
And this is the thing, if you've been collecting these, you will definitely want, I love these. I love the delicacy, the intricacy. Obviously, the way you can use these are absolutely beautiful. I'm sure, oh, do you know what? I thought I'd done a board and I forgot to stick them to the board. It don't matter. I know, right? It's like, where did I put? Oh, yeah, still somewhere. They'll be in a pile. But look at that. Look how delicate that is. Isn't that fabulous? I really, really love these because however you use them, you know, whether you're using them just to highlight an element like this, whether, of course, you're using them for the frames, but you'll be using them for other things as well. I mean, I think with that, it'd make a really cool and different wreath. You know, if you are putting the lovely little flowers on, something a little bit quirky. Really cool, very cool. Now you're getting 3 dies here. If you've got the others, these match. Aren't they lovely? Don't say cool again, Leonie. Look at you saving. £8.20 if you're a Freedom member. £19.79 Freedom members. Obviously, if you're going for your one-day special, you can pop them in that flexi basket. 436594 now. This is a bit cool. You found it. This is really... Look at the size of that. I brought mine. Look at this. And it's just gorgeous. I know, right? In my head, we're getting wows for this one. Oh, wows, in fact. So you've got that massive sheet of washi tape. You've got the smaller washi as well. But still, isn't that pretty? Now, the lovely thing about washi tape, of course, it's cool. You know, you can put it over your cardstock. Now, what's lovely about this, you can make your decorative cardstock and die cut it because it's not adding too much weight to that cardstock, so it's going to die cut. However, the lovely thing about washing, I just did a tester here. When you look at that, that's one of the gorgeous papers, and I'm loving memory box papers that we've got on, but you can see behind it. So you can see the dots behind it. So it almost looks like you've, I don't know, printed on top of that paper. Like with this one, can you see, you can see the lines behind it. Same washi, but using your different papers. I love that about washi. And of course, you can use it for just sticking pieces down. So if you're using your vellum, I know our Paul had the vellum on in the last hour. If you're sticking vellum down, notoriously difficult for sticking, your washi is amazing. Look how it die cuts, beautiful. You can layer it. If you put layers and layers of this washi tape, and I think that's what's happened there. I think that's more than one layer, because then, it might just be one layer, but if you put layers and layers of it, it builds up the actual design, and obviously it just makes a really, really pretty finish. I mean, if you use that all, you know, as a board around a card, it almost gives you a formatting layer, and then put a layer over the top of it. Really pretty. Now, this is obviously flying out the door. I'm putting mine there so I don't forget them. If you do want this, only $12.99. We don't limit it to one per person. It's going to last you though. I wonder if it says how much is on the roll. It does. So there's 10 meters, 11 yards. Boom, that's a lot. Because a yard is kind of like that, isn't it? Is that a yard? Kind of like that. Sure. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. £12.99. You need that. It's well nice. 104997. Now, we're going to show you one more. We've got a lot on the show, but you know what I'm like? When I do one-day specials, when we've got a lot, I like to bring something new in every hour, and then it keeps me entertained, but hopefully it keeps you entertained. I don't like doing full counts because I get bored. Okay. Okay, honest, always. Now, this is a cool collection. When I was looking at this, you know, when I got sent the proposal, I thought we had 2 one-day specials because this could be a one-day special. This is lovely. I'll show you the actual dies. So, you've got, and it is the same price, which means you've got a brilliant saving. It's a mad saving. You're saving £24. So, first of all, you get your big die. Now, that one, it's got a lovely little line there, which allows you to create a fold. It's got a line in the centre there, so this allows you to do different techniques. It does cut the aperture in the centre, and then you can cut another aperture. So that allows you to cut frames from it, and it also allows you to mass and layer. You've then got these beautiful shapes. So these will go perfectly around there, as will that, which is really elegant. Let me show you the board where I've die cut these for you. So you can see how it's going to work. You can see that that'll hug that round the oval. These will hug round the oval. I love that one. Ridiculously pretty, but I like keeping the bit that you're cutting out, because then you can start paper piecing, which looks really, really good. These have been designed for loads of different types of cards. You know, you can do all sorts. You can just use the beautiful little frames, which look really elegant. However, of course, you can do your shape cards. Dead easy. So just cutting it twice, and then, look, just cutting it twice, and you've got that beautiful look. You don't have to cut it twice, just cut it once, and you're making a really pretty aperture card. Or, of course, just cut one side and create that beautiful dimensional card. Very elegant, really easy, and of course it's a lovely size of card as well, and I do love that. That vine is exquisite. You won't just use those for this set. You'll use them all independently. Now, £24 saving, 2 payments, £22 and 48 pence. That's your price. If you'd love to go for them, 960048. Now, we are very busy. We're going to show you the next one. This one snuck in because you're shopping ahead, so we thought we'd better show you it live. Snuck in, it did. I like this as well. These are cute. And what Memory Box do, they do bring us really, really pretty dies, elegant dies. And I like it because, do you know what, even if you only use these on a card, and again I'll show you the die, even if you only use these, hold on, I'm just getting it right way around. Oh, there you go. Right, I'll show you this and then I'll show you at board, because that'll mess with your head a little bit. That on its own, just that set of dies, is going to look really pretty. Let me show you the actual board. That's how it die cuts. I love the texture. It creates gorgeous texture. Isn't that pretty? So you've got all those lovely little flowers. I mean, this in its own right is amazing. But look how they go when you put them all together. How pretty is that? So elegant. And again, that is just, I don't know, it's just a really happy die set, isn't it? I think. Very, very pretty. If you'd love to get hold of that one, only £17.98. 10% of stock has gone, absolutely flying. It is 859334. Okay, check the website out. We've got loads of goodies on there. I've got a lot of favourites. I love the grass one. That's well cool, with a little gate. The floral vine is beautiful. It's a big die, is that, but it's ridiculously obviously, we've seen the lovely sort of, not circles, you know what I mean? And they are amazing, really amazing. Oh, the stencils, you found them already? Yeah, they're lovely too. See, we've got a load of good stuff. I love the stamps. Memory Box do some really nice stamps, some really nice sentiments on there. So do have a look at those as well. Loads of gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. It is, if you want to order, hochanda.com, or you can ring us 01733602000. Whew, I've got stuff everywhere. Okay, that one day special, 20% of the stock has gone. If you want it, you know what to do. Right, okay, let's get set up. I have got stuff everywhere. I've got teeny little bits of paper that I'm keeping. You know when you know you've got issues? When you keep bits of little vellum like that? Issues, Leonie. Right, okay, it is a board, you see. Oh, Charlotte's on it. Okay, so what I'm doing, I've got my layers now. I'll show you where I'm going. I pinch this front back at set. I haven't glued it in though, so it's all right. But isn't that just fabulous? Now, imagine a tea light in there. We've got an open space, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it. Isn't that just so pretty? I mean, what you could do, because we had the vellum in the last hour, you could put vellum back there as well. That'd look gorgeous. Your 7-day saver. I might do that with this last panel so it'll show you what it looks like. I love this because this is such an easy thing to create. So what I'm starting, I've already cut my cards. Now these are all the same size, so bear with, put them in the right order. All the same size, and I'm just going down in darkest to lightest, and I'm going to start first of all with the biggest one. Now I'm eyeballing this. You can measure it if you want, that is your prerogative, but I'm definitely not doing. Now, oh yeah, forgot to mention dispatch date. When the dispatch, love? 17th of this month. What month are we in? April. Next Friday, so they go out next Friday. So yeah, that's not too long to wait. So just eyeballing, getting it relatively central and sending 2 through at once. I love this because I can die cut 2 through at once, which makes it nice and speedy. That's the nice thing about getting this 1-day special, isn't it? You are getting all 4. So at least you don't have to, you know, wait and build them up. And that saving is just phenomenal. 1/4 of the stock has gone. Gosh. Okay, please check your baskets out. Gosh. It's a good job we've got lots of dies and lots of wonderful goodies on the show. Loads of different things you can do. I mean, it's funny when you start playing with these, it'll just be like, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do this. Look at that. Falls away. Perfect. So that's that one. Now this one is a glitter cardstock, so you would expect it not to fall away because obviously it's got that that coating on it. Let me just get rid of that. However, I know because I've already cut it once, I'll just get rid of my bits. I have got a box down there. Not that I've hit it every time, but I am trying. So what you've got with this one, see, you might just need a little bit of help poking those through. Yeah, even the waist is kind of cool, isn't it? So just take a bit of time poking those through. With it being glitter, sometimes with a glitter cardstock, you might want to put it through twice with the machine. Check out the website. This isn't the one that we've got with Memory Box. This is one out of my stash because I want a black. But we have got some lovely glitter card as well from Memory Box. So please do have a little look at that because it's beautiful. I love the paper and card that they've sent us. The paper is stunning. Really pretty designs, and I think Miss P will show us that in a little while when I've done this one. Okay. Now, yeah, these will go with yes, the clarity die set with the bunnies and stuff. Because even the stamps, you know, any silhouette stamps in the background, they're just that kind of die that will go with so many goodies. And as soon as you start layering, boom, they just look so good, don't they? So that's my first 2 layers, my second 2 layers. And I love this because it's dead easy. I need to clean my glass mat. This is the clean one. Tell you her. Whew. Hey, I mean, my other one that I had last week, that was vile because I haven't had really time to clean. I mean, I'm cleaning my hands 50 times a day. It doesn't go to the mat as well. That is gonna, that can live. Okay, as it is. So I'm going to take that one tiny bit lower down. And as you can see, just eyeballing it, it seems to work. Okay, which is good. So popping that back through again. Okay, now, again, dead easy. They're going to fit in, though these ones, that's going to fit in all your die cutting machines, isn't it? Obviously not your diddy ones, but they are going to fit through. Sending this through, and this will cut beautiful. Using a mixture of weights of cardstock, all from my stash, so there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I have stuck it down with posh washi tape, which is very rude, but at the time I couldn't find my other washi tape, which is right next to me. But you know, it's called not looking. So, oh good grief. Right, it is really busy. We're approaching 30% of the stock. Please don't miss out on these, they're lovely. I like Memory Box. I've always liked Memory Box. They're just really nice designs. Okay, so that's nice and easy now, isn't it? Just give those a cheeky tap, pop them there, so I know where they are. Okay, got my layers. So, how easy is that? Pop them together, boom. You've done it look good. And that is ridiculously simple. Play with all your colours, because the colours will mix it up every single time and make it look different. The vellum, I borrowed this. This is the heavyweight vellum, but if I'll pop this at the back, because I bet you any money, well, it is, it's going to look lovely. I'll tell you, it's funny actually, right? Secret. Because I was looking for this show, I actually went rummaging for vellum. Couldn't find any. My rummage probably wasn't that good. Couldn't find any. So when it were on the Savers show, 7 Day Savers are like, oh my gosh, having some of that. If you do want your vellum, it's lovely. That weight is gorgeous. The details are there for you, and it's a cracking price as well. A tenner. It's not limited to one per person. 75 sheets. Right, that is a must-have, isn't it? If you do want to get hold of that, please, you know what I'm going to say. Check your baskets out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll put adhesive on the top there. Now, I decided with this, it looks nice if you're, if you're layering and you've got a little bit of dimension, but I didn't want too much dimension because it's going in the doodah what's it. I just thought, yeah, whatever that is, the lantern, thank you. Because it's going in the lantern. That's just lazy, innit, doodah, what's it? I just hope people fill in the gaps. There we go. But I didn't want it two-dimensional. I thought it's going to look nice, just a tiny bit. So I'm putting glue at the top. I actually did it this way when I was doing mine. Glue at the top, line it up so it's dead easy to glue together, like so, and then I actually put the adhesive in because I actually found it easier to do it this way. The ODS is going to sell out, isn't it? Over 30% of the stock has gone. We've only been live like 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, check your baskets out, please. It's been really busy on our 1 day specials. Thank you very much indeed, and thank you for keeping us company. And it is lovely to have your company. We'd like to hear from you. Email in studio@hochanda.com. What have you been up to? Because I know it's strange. So what have you been doing? Have you just been crafting? Have you still got your mojo? Because I've been reading. I haven't been on Facebook too much, but I have been, every now and again you notice, and someone was saying they've lost their mojo. Has your mojo gone off? It can go on its holidays, can't it? That's good. But if your mojo's gone, what do you do to bring your mojo back? Do you know what I like doing, actually? There's a few things. When you don't really know what to do, dyes are brilliant for mojo enhancers, because, official term that, because I like doing this. When you've got stuff like this, just die cutting them and see what you do. I don't get time to do that enough, but it's dead nice. Because then, what? Ah, Charlotte's Nan watches me. That's lovely. Thank you. Yeah. That's lovely. But I like die cutting, just die cutting, seeing what happens. I also like putting my scrap pieces of card in order. I know, how boring. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It doesn't happen often because I don't really get time to sort my mojo out. But I love that. I love getting all my scrap bits of card and putting them all in colour order. Yeah, I haven't done that for years, mate. It's been about 10 years since I did that, but I loved it. I loved it that one time I got to do it. It was great. Right. 40% of your stock has gone. So I've got all my layers. Oh, isn't it pretty? I might have to pinch this off the back of the set. So all I'm doing, yeah, no one will know. I know it's got dust on it. I should have dusted it before I did this, shouldn't I? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just open the back like this. See, the last one is the difficult one to get in, obviously, because I need to just ease that in. Yeah, you've nowhere to go, really. Like so. Dink. And then just pull it forward like this. Hold on a minute, let me just. So you can't take one out, where's the stick? You can't take one out because if you take one out, you've just got yourself back to square one. But, are you Dave and Brig? They bought the 1 day special cakes in the post. Boom, thank you so much. Now I have put a base in this, and that base is actually messing me up. Bear with, I need to take the base out. I thought, ooh. Karen said they understand me when I say doodah what's it. Thank you, Karen. I'm glad somebody does. I think it's quite funny because, yeah, we all sort of do doodah what's it's and thingy me jobs, don't we? There, that's it. It was the base messing me up. I am in. And this has got on the top, it's got, and I'm not going to put it down because that means I can get it out because we're not really allowed to decorate everything on set. But it's okay because no one will ever know. But that is lovely because I haven't needed to glue it. It looks nice with vellum, doesn't it? I think I like it best with vellum. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And now I'll have to take all the rest out. No, I won't. I'll just show you that side. But doesn't that look beautiful? And I like it with the different colours as well. You know, with the dark and then the light. I thought that looked really, really effective. Have I changed? No, I have got the same colourway, but that vellum looks amazing. Please get hold of that vellum, because that's quite fabulous. And with that, you put loads of little tea lights in it, wouldn't you, so it really twinkled. Or that light, you know, on the things with all the twinkly bulbs. Yeah, LED things. I'm well chuffed with that. Okay, if you do want your one-day special, it is flying out the door. 219370, that's your item number. Now, shop by brand. You can see memory box goodies. I mean, they are just gorgeous, gorgeous dies. You've got so many different things on there. Whether it be dies, I'm going to pass me dusty lantern over here. Whether it be gorgeous dies, whether it be wonderful stamps, you've got so many goodies to choose from. So please take some time and peruse everything because it's gorgeous. Now I'm going to tidy up my mess over here, and Miss P is going to take you down the counter.
It's a proposition that nobody can refuse. I mean, a lot of people can refuse that. Anyway, what it is beautiful about memory box, and I always have been attracted to their style, is the fact that somebody like of course, and Leonie, who has got a very mixed media sort of style, can take it and make beautiful pieces. Somebody maybe who's starting up and wants some iconic, not iconic, but timeless elegance will achieve as well. And of course, something that you can use all year round is the one-day special. So if you add all those elements, that makes it the one-day special a perfect bundle to go for. Over 40% of the stock has already gone. You are getting 4 beautiful dies that you can layer, and you can make that kind of whimsical kind of going into the forest image in there. If you have got fairy stamps in here, if you can see that, imagine stamping here the fairies in there. Or if you have got that woodland animals, maybe from a different stamps, maybe from cardio, or maybe other dies that you may have. This is a scene builder. But of course, you can mix it up with other memory box dies if you want it. You don't have to use all 4 dies. If you can use one, just to give that impression, that beautiful summer scene. Look how it kind of is exactly using the same dies, but how different that feel is. Just using your beautiful parchment paper, maybe from you know, your clarity stamps, you know those beautiful pattern papers, just simply like this. How gorgeous is that? Look at that. It kind of is the bringing a little bit of the outdoors into our crafting, bringing that sense of the 4 seasons as well. Imagine making it into a Christmas card with a little bit of glitter around dotted there. Then you have got the autumn as well with those red colors in there. Make it into green. Then you have got the spring, and maybe even if you incorporate maybe some fruits in there, then you have got the summer. It's just so many different ways that you can use it. Of course, I'm going to show you the die cuts. This is what it will die cut. This is being the smallest one. So of course, for the smaller cards, these will fit nicely. And then you have got here the largest one in there. Also, I'm thinking of a wedding card, an invitation, in which you have got the text in the inside page, and then you have got vellum maybe behind the pages. There is so many ways of using it, and I love that it doesn't have that gender specific, it doesn't have that theme specific, so you can bring it into so many different occasions. Approaching half of the stock has gone already. This should last until tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna do it because we are not even halfway through the first hour and already is approaching half of the stock. 219370 is your item number, and of course you have got a flexi-buy option, which means that you can spread the cost into interest-free payments. If you want of £22.48. If you want one-off payment, of course you can do that, £44.96. Look at that saving of £25. And of course we need to mention that Memory Box, it is based in the USA, so it means that that accounts for the extended delivery. It will be dispatched from the 17th of April. That's the month that we are in, apparently. Now this is one. Next up is the Memory Box Geodesic oval trio die set. You're getting 3 dies in here. Now, as Leonie very well pointed out, Memory Box has got have got several of these sort of shapes or styles of frames. Now this is probably, it will be my top favorite out of all of them, because it creates that kind of almost random shape. Is it a hexagon? Is it a decadron? Is it a, it is that beautiful sort of size, and of course the most delicate, exquisite detail. You're getting 3 dies in here with the same shape but kind of in a different sizes. So going and framing down, I'm going to show them as well. You can see them side by side. Of course, it will cut it completely out of the card, but the leftover, the inside, you can use it as the filler in. Now, you are getting all 3 sizes, and by the way, one of the things that I love about Memory Box, well, most of all, is their stylish, absolutely exquisite style of dies. But also the other thing, they come into these envelopes with all the information, so you can keep them, the dies in there and store them. But also the print out on the front is the real size of the die. Therefore, you have got, when you are flipping through your dies, you can see exactly how they are going to look, and then keep them, store them inside. You have got a freedom price, which means that you have got a further saving of £8.20 if you are a Freedom member. If you're not a Freedom member, you have got a £6 saving, £21.99 plus BMP is your price. 436594 is your item number. Now, I have to say I'm really excited about this washi tape. One of the things I love about washi tape is the fact that it gives you that kind of translucent nature. So you can put it as, it's self-adhesive of course, but you can put it as a piece of pattern paper. It will die cut beautifully like that, so with the previous die. But also it means that if I show you here, if you have got something like beautiful patterns on top, you can still apply it, and the pattern from the paper, those dots, those little lines still will show, so you can layer not just paint, but you can layer the different textures or the different patterns from your papers as well by using washi tape. And of course, it is beautiful florals. It is watercolor paint. I mean, it's a simple way of adding pattern and color to your cards, because they are self-adhesive. They cut easily. You can even tear it. And like Leonie was saying, how easy it is suddenly to transform your card, but also for your vellums, your acetate, to attach little pieces in there. But you want to do it in a decorative way. There is no prettier way than using the washi tapes. Now, of course, if you want to go for the set, remember you are getting the 1 inch wide and the 4.5 inches tall wide. Your item number is 104997, and of course your price £12.99, which I think is a fabulous price for it. How many meters do we get? Oh, I don't know. 10 meters in each, so that is absolutely fabulous. £12.99. I think it's a fabulous price in there. Oh, there is another way that you can use this one as well. And the wider one, can you imagine a translucent glitter on the back of it? So you put that onto an aperture die, the 1 day special, imagine. Okay, so I just had an idea, finally. Now, of course, you put that like this, put the tape over it, and then sprinkle the glitter. So you will have the translucent white glitter. So you will have some of this pattern coming in from one side. And then when you turn it over, you have the pattern more vivid and the glitter. I don't know. I mean, try it at home. It might be fun. It might not be. I cannot take responsibility of what I say. Well, I should say really, but anyway, moving on to a fabulous bundle as well. I do love them. Oh, I didn't talk about this fabulous sample. Do apologize. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Right, here we have got a fabulous bundle. Here you are getting 3 curved die sets. So you are getting the main element, and I'm going to show you exactly what you can. So these are the dies inside it, so you can see that the solidity of the metal. So you have got the inside oval, you have got the kind of, that one will fit inside here, and then you have, of course, you have got the one with the little dots as well as the leaves. So once you die cut it, you get that. And if I show it like this, you will see exactly what it does. So what it does is that kind of floppily flop, a kind of flap in here. You attach it into an 8, I believe this is an American A2 size, so it's 4¼ inches by 5½ inches, and that creates that gorgeous card here. But there are many different ways of using them. Of course, remember that you are getting the die that has the intricate detail around it. Whether you want it more plain or whether you want to use those beautiful leaves, that would work perfectly. Now, if you did go for the one-day special from Memory Box last month, they were very similar leaves, so it will coordinate perfectly. They are not repeated, and even the oval, you will be able to use it, so it will perfectly mix and match with what it was the easel in there. Oh, look at that. And of course, you can just use it as an oval maker, if you know what I mean, the size. If you want to go for this bundle, 960048 is your item number. You have got an option of FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £22.48. You have a massive saving of £24. I think it is a fabulous bundle. It's one of those ones that has got a lot of possibilities. Now, this is one of our producers' favorites, actually. Here is the wheelbarrow, of course, and you are getting, you know, the country garden wheelbarrow. It's not just any wheelbarrow, it's a country garden one. And of course, you're getting the floral cluster in there as well. What I love about this, and I'm going to show you the actual dies, is I love that is all the dies of the tiny flowers come in one die. Why? Because I love tiny flowers. But you know what happens is I always lose one of them, or I cannot find it. By having them all together, it means that you will, with one pass, without having to look for a washi tape or whatever, you will have 5 beautiful flowers in variation of sizes. You have got here the wheelbarrow in here, if you can see it. You can see the engraving onto the wheelbarrow, so it gives you that wood effect in there. And of course, you can see here the die cuts. Now think about your oxides, how well is you're going to die cut it. Thinking of die cutting maybe out of metal sort of coloring card, mirror card. Look how gorgeous those flowers are for corners. This is one of those ones that is so much you can do, and it's just one of those ones that maybe you don't have it in your stash, a wheelbarrow die, but you want something that is elegant and pretty, and of course Memory Box delivers the wheelbarrow in a very stylish way. 859334 is your item number, £17.98. Now, from wheelbarrows, what we need also in the garden is a watering can. And actually, funnily enough, I do need a proper watering can myself, but not a die, but well, actually a die as well. Look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. I love that even, this is one of the things with a Memory Box that they do the attention to detail. They have got even put those dots in here. So when you die cut it, you can see it here, you have got that perfect effect in there. You have got also the embossed area in there, so it has. So when you take your inks into the die cut watering can, it will make sure that it highlights and adds that realism. Remember that, of course, Memory Box, it is one of those boutique brands that they have been specializing in sophisticated, elegant, and classy designs. And of course, you can have yours now if you are checking out those baskets. 477668 is your item number, £11.99 for a Memory Box. Or Poppy Stamps is also one of their brands that they use. It's their own signature collections. Then we have got, of course, working very well with the one-day special or the watering can or the wheelbarrow, that kind of sense of the outdoors, that sense of the garden. We have got the gorgeous, kind of grass element in here, the valley grass border, because it creates that valley across it. And also I do love the picket, the white picket fence in there. I love that also when it's one single, the picket fence is one single die. You can see it there. But again, because that makes it die cutting a little bit easier, but also means that it's two separate pieces, so then you can choose how the opening goes, whether it goes that way or the opposite way, or how you are using it, just one in one side. And you can see how all the dies, from whether they are from the one day special or you know, or the other items in the show, they mix and match perfectly with that beautiful garden scene that we are building, the outdoors. And I think a lot of us kind of want to craft now with those elements that reminds us of the outside. 725894 is your item number, £17.98. However, of course, we do have got more memory box on the website. You can see, go ahead and see everything that we have got in there, including one of my favorites is that Wild Rose stamp clear stamp set. It contains 25 stamps, those beautiful two floral images, largest. Now I love, they are big and bold, of course, and you have got those sentiments in there and things like, you know, thanks for always being there, how lucky I am to know you, sending thoughts and prayers, you are simply the best, of course. Hello grateful, hello grateful, no, grateful for our friendship, from me to you. There is so many ways to do it. And of course, there is another stamp set there as well that we should maybe have a look at it. And of course, I love these ones because these make perfect sense to have those ones inside of our cards. I want you to know that your kindness means so much to me. I love that. Right, so let's have a look about what Leonie is going to show us next.
Thank you, Miss P. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I've already die cut this, and I've actually die cut it in white, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit. So this is a background that I started when I was faffing about yesterday. I don't know when, but anyway. So lots of different colours. It's one of my backgrounds. Washi. Okay, so what I decided to do, I want to put this down, but I want to see what it looks like. So it's just experimental as ever. Now, it's a big old sheet of washi, so the best way to put this down, if you get a little bit on first of all, okay, and this is if you want to do full sheets of it. I mean, this is a kind of thing that you might not be doing full sheets. You might just be doing parts of this because it'll look beautiful torn. So as I'm pulling this out, I'm gluing it down, and that is hopefully, it is strong stuff. It'll hopefully help you get a nice smooth surface, she says. When I wasn't doing it live, always the way. Did it dead easy? Yeah, I don't know. Just don't overthink it. So just pushing that down. I've got more creases on this one than I had when I just did a full sheet of it. Funny, isn't it? The one I did before, perfect. This one, not so. Right, I'm not going to faff too much because you'll take longer. You'll get all them creases out and make sure it's perfect. I'm being quick because, oh, there you go. That bit's perfect. Now get your thumb in. And that helps like that. There you go. So perfect. See, now I've got it. Now she's got it. She's running out of cardstock. See? So that's what you do. Get it like that and then just push it. So as you go along, you've got that really nice smooth finish. Why I couldn't do that for the beginning, I don't know. Because I nailed it before. Right, okay. Live TV. See, that's good though. That shows you what not to do and what to do. But I wanted to do this because now, when you look at that, I'm going to pull it up so I can cut it and still, you know, like you do with your sellotape, have a little bit, have a run. There you are. So you've still got some of your washi. Now look at that. I love it because you can see the colours underneath it. See, even where it's got a few creases, see. Take your bone folder, boom. Oh, beautiful. Obviously, Teflon bone folder, ladies, Cool Cats Craft. Check. No, they sell out all the time, don't they? I've got one. In fact, I've got a couple. That was my showing off voice. Now, look at that. Look how many colours you can see under that. Isn't that fabulous? And that is just, the design on that is just beautiful. I love that. I love that you can see underneath it. But obviously, the fabulous thing about that is now we can cut it. When you look at that cardstock, you look at that that background. You know, the thing is with stuff like this, it'll absolutely transform it. So it'll take a background that you might have thought, not sure about that. Just put that over the top of it and see what it does. The washi tape, I mean, it is just ridiculously beautiful. So I'm going to die cut this one. Now, the die. This die is the oval one. This is the other one that basically is like a one-day special because you've got a massive saving on this one. I'm just die cutting the one element, but you're getting, sorry, Dirty Chef. Don't know what he's had for his lunch, Dirty Jeff. You're getting that one, which is gorgeous. Obviously, you get it once, but I've cut it twice there. Isn't that lovely? Lovely. You're also getting, bear with, you're also getting these. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. And of course, they all match. So I know it's your black, but look how pretty that looks in there. See, again, with vellum. Imagine cutting that with your vellum. Isn't that gorgeous? You've also got the one I seem not to have cut, unless I've put it under my pile. The solid one, which is actually, bear with, everybody. Look at this. Relatively organised. You're also getting this one. So you can put these together, or of course, you can have them all independently. But how nice is that? So you've got that one as well. It's a really nice set, and I love it because when you start playing with it, when you start building all your elements up, especially that border is just exquisite. It's so detailed. I mean, not gluing down, but look, and then if you put that one over at top of it, how pretty is that? Stunning, isn't it? Really, really nice dies. Those are gorgeous. Anyway, you get those in there. I've got lots of little bits and bobs that you start die cutting again. It's your, what did I call it? Oh, I've forgotten what I called it. Motivational, I can't remember. I came up with mojo, anyway, that. Whatever word I said. That, it's good for that. But when you die cut it, you do come up with ideas. Look at this. You keep this. That scrap, absolutely do not throw that away or else I'll be rummaging through your bins. You don't want that. Imagine that, you know, about 11 o'clock at night. What's that noise? Look out your window. I think that's that weird woman off telly. She's going through our bins. Oh, yeah, sorry, love. She saw me put some card in there. I mean, that isn't going to happen, but I would be keeping 2 meters away from you if it did. Because that's what we're doing. And 2 meters is approximately Taz. That's how I've learnt 2 meters. Yeah. I said to someone, I've no idea how much 2 meters is, I don't know. And they said, just imagine Taz, you know, in front of everybody. It's our tech up. Our Taz is well tall, about 2 meters allegedly. So I just imagine Taz, like, you know, wherever he is. Yeah, poor Taz lying on the floor. There he is again, helping Leonie out with 2 meters. Obviously he's not because he'd be too close. Anyway, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And that was just my dodgy background. And I love it because, look, you can still see some splatters and everything. It kind of just, it tones it all together. It tones it all down. Anyway, I'm not working with that. Moving on to the one I am working with. I'm working with the white because that is beautiful. I mean, it's bright, it's crisp. I know, isn't that ridiculous? It's bright and crisp and gorgeous. So I've already put double-sided tape. I did that because I wanted to show you, the wonderful washi, and also just how good it looks just on a piece of background, because you know me, I'm into my background, I'm into my mess. That shows you that you can absolutely marry these up and use them all together. Using my bone folder, right, the ODS, the one day special is now over half. Yeah, please check your baskets out. We have had some really busy one day specials. My last two from All and Great have sold out, so please make sure you check your baskets out. So what I'm doing with this, I've got that gorgeous card front. I need to trim that down. I'll do that in a minute. That's not a big deal. What I've done, so obviously you create that aperture. So what I've done is I've taken that aperture, so like this. I've taken the die. Now you get, as well, you get an oval die. You can cut that out so it gives you this beautiful little frame, which I really like. So I've used that. So that's how I've created my frame. And I'm going to glue that in place before I do anything else. I'm going to do that because, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Bear with, Leonie. Need to think about it. Do it properly. Come on, kid. Pop that to one side a minute. Okay, so pop this here. So I'm going to do my stamping. You can see I've already started. Right, I've got a little bit of vellum, and I'm using scraps of vellum here, which is hopefully a good idea. Let me see. Yes, that will only just fit in, which is probably not sensible really, but there you go. There, I mean, me, sensible. So that is your stamp set. This is lovely. You've got some really nice sentiments. Now, this is another thing that that they do really well, the memory box. They create beautiful dies with sentiments that fit. Yeah, magnets, you can tell are going to get in trouble there, can't you? There we go, perfect. So the stamp set, you've got in there things like, may all of your wishes come true. Happy birthday. You truly deserve the best. How lovely is that? I want you to know that your kindness means so much to me. Let me say thank you for always being there for me. I like these because they're really good sentiments to have inside your card. Really nice and wordy. You know, like the sentiments your gran always makes sure is in a card. Do you know what I mean? When my gran always did. She always liked good words. And that's the kind of words that you get in here. Now I'm stamping on vellum. I'm using a Brilliance ink pad. Brilliance will dry on vellum because they're a weird pigment. They're kind of a pigment that cheats. So it'll definitely dry on there. So that's that. I've only got 5 minutes, so I'm not going to tidy that up because I wanted to cut this for you. So taking that stamp vellum now, taking the die which I put there, like so. And I'm just going to, now I'm not, some people will die cut this and then stamp in it. I know myself. That would be silly for me to do that because I know it wouldn't go well. So I much prefer die cutting it, stamping and then die cutting. For me, that works much better. So, and you can position your die exactly where you need it. So it gives you that cut. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer these up. So I've already cut, look, the 1 day special. I've cut it out of the glittery card, which we've got on the show. I've then cut it out of the vellum, which you know I've obviously got a little bit obsessed with. That looks so pretty. Honestly, it looks even better in real life, unfortunately, because it's so light. It's a bit trickier to see, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I'll pop that there. Now, vellum. Vellum is obviously tricky to glue down. So what we're doing is just gently popping a tiny bit of adhesive on the back here. Now, I would be much more careful with this, but I know I'm running out of time. How much time have I got? 3.5 minutes. Okay, that's cool. So I can do it. So I'm going to get a tiny bit of double-sided tape and just pop that there and then there. Okay, like so, and then just peel that back. So that'll just hold that in place. Now this is thick vellum, so I reckon I'll probably get away with putting a tiny little bit of adhesive around the edge. In fact, oh Leonie, you haven't time to faff. I know, tiny bit of adhesive because I could put then my bit of glitter on that. Right, that'll do, that'll do. Put a tiny bit of adhesive there as well. Only a tiny bit because I don't want to squidge out. Right, now I'm putting this on before I put my layers because I want to make sure I'm lining this up properly. So I want to make sure when I put that down, that is going to go in situ. Okay, so, and look, it lines up really prettily. Dink. Holding it down. Beautiful. Okay, now that's moved a little bit, but for now, that'll have to do. Okay, time. And then to finish off, so on the inside, 2 minutes, so I'm going to glue this. So on the inside, now look at my dirty card, don't look at my dirty card. So on the inside, just gluing these layers. So my vellum's going to go down first, like so. This is when you should look at this card before you put the glue on. like that. And then this one. There. So pop in the glue. I'm using a nice extra strong glue so it'll glue the glitter. Oops, a daisy. It's a really nice glitter card, that as well. It's quite a heavy glitter card, but very pretty. Check out the website. Okay, I'm being careful because obviously I've got glue where I haven't got any card, so I don't want to stick the actual card together. So I will be careful when I put. It's extra strong glitter. It'll definitely stick that glitter card down. Extra strong glue. That'll definitely stick the glitter card down. Of course it will, Leonie. Look at it, sticking just like that. It's doing amazing. Gel medium or doodah, what's it? Oh, I might have some gel medium actually. Got a minute. Oh, I have got some. Oh, Paula's saying, see ya.
See you later.
Are you back in tomorrow's
Yes,
missus?
I am.
Yay!
I don't know what time, but
Miss P is going to be back tomorrow. Right, quick. Cheek a bit of gel medium. 45 seconds. Just calm. Boom.
you can do it.
I've done it. Yay! Look at that. You won't be able to see it because it's so pale. Perfect for telly. But yay, you can. Isn't that just gorgeous? Could have got away with stamping in a darker blue actually, but I like that one. Now, how much has gone? Right, over half of the stock has gone. If you do, I mean, when it's open, look how pretty those lovely trees are. Stunning. Isn't that just such a nice die? Right, okay, I am indeed back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. So I will see you then. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss P.